Alright guys, so we're back with another video right now. So right now I did have a wonderful, actually I still currently do have a wonderful position in GRT right now. I bought in GRT earlier on after doing a lot of TA on Bitcoin. Actually I got in around this area here. And so currently, like I stated in previous my videos, I don't have a margin account on Binance US, so right now I'm actually in the process of getting verified. I was on Binance back in 2016, 2017 when we had that actual bull market, but that's when stuff wasn't really regulated. You didn't have to enter all that bullshit to actually get in here and start trading. But I mean, if you actually even look at my account, I got a lot of videos, man. And if you actually start back and actually invest a little time in watching me, progress and watch how I changed, watch how I start recognizing opportunities to actually trade growth. So what I have learned in these last, So what I have learned in this last few 3 or 4 months of actually trading, it's times you gotta wait for stuff to actually build, find a good position, because at the end of the day, you can think that you actually have the market or the charts figured out, but you will always lose. So you gotta wait for those good opportunities, and you're gonna lose and you're gonna win. And I will honestly say I made a great amount of profit in January, but I didn't really learn much because, again, it was a bull market. I was finding these great positions and I was swinging a lot of stuff. But now I'm actually to the point to where this is definitely possibly going to become a career of mine, and I really truly want to learn this. So when I get off of work at 3:30, the very first thing I do is I come down here, I turn on my laptop, turn on all my screens, turn on my second laptop as well, because I do use my second laptop to actually multitask. So while I'm waiting for stuff to actually build up on Binance and for a trade on Coinbase, I'm on my other laptop preparing stuff for my fishing events in summer. And I actually have cut my fishing events in half to actually, increase my time of actually learning how to trade. So let's jump right into this. So the first thing I do when I come in my basement is actually look at Bitcoin, and the reason I'm making this video is because this is definitely one of those things where you got to stay consistent. You got to invest time and actually learn it. Invest your money into teachers, and actually find that good teacher. And it's going to be quote unquote expensive. Actually, I'm gonna keep it honest with you right now. Me paying somebody $400, $500 is outside of my budget, because I want to kind of keep my focus on my fishing business. I want to develop multiple things at once. So $400, $500 will be kind of out of pocket for me right now, because again, I got my fishing season coming up and I'm trading at the same time. But I would say on a scale, trading is like 70%. Fishing has definitely moved down to about 30%. And that's where I want to keep it at. And as I start to learn how to trade, I would slowly boost fishing back up to about 40-60. But right now we're going 70-30, and sometimes, some days I'm 100% trading. A lot of days I'm 100% trading. Fishing will build itself. And what's actually the great thing about this is my fishing business is here in my basement. I got all my stuff behind me to where I can make my lures, I can fill orders, I can work on emails and stuff while I'm waiting for stuff to actually generate in these trades. So back to GRT. GRT is actually doing, some good movements right now. I'm waiting to see if it actually break this channel here and also break the support here as well. Now I'm going to give myself probably, let's see, after it breaks this channel here, no, I don't want that. After it breaks this channel here, I'm going to give myself probably about another 2%, loss, in order to see if it's going to actually retest that and maybe come back and retest that as a new resistance. As a resistance, or continue to break back through it and move to the upside. And again, I don't really need to look at Bitcoin right now, because in relation to Bitcoin and GRT, Bitcoin moves everything. So I know, okay, GRT is moving down a little bit. It's starting to pull back. So I can always go to my other screen here. Let me minimize this right quick and pull Bitcoin over. And I quickly notice Bitcoin is actually doing the same thing. Now, I don't have too much stuff drawn up on Bitcoin because I can actually look at this chart and I can tell you exactly what date this is here, and I can tell you how long this lasted, and I can tell you when Bitcoin started to correct itself after a new all-time high. And that's just for me coming down here, sitting here, putting in the time, the work to actually see what Bitcoin is doing. And again, it may look like I don't have that much stuff on here, but in my mind, I see a bunch of different things that I actually don't have already drawn out. And again, I do make a lot of videos, so I spend a lot of time going back and deleting stuff so I can actually show people from, scratch what I'm actually drawing up. So back to GRT. I've been waiting for a while. Actually, I was just watching Kevin Gates' Breakfast Club interview. But yeah, I'm sitting here watching to see if this actually breaks. Now, this channel here is relatively big. So if I actually had it here at one point, and it consistently, moved up and down this channel here, and it broke through a little bit here as well. So this pattern here is relatively consistent with this trend line here as well. So I can move that up a bit. And again, I don't necessarily need to draw that trend line because I can see it in my head. But again, I am focused on this right now. So again, if it actually breaks 186, I will give myself 2.7% loss, 2.5% loss before I actually activate a sell. And I actually do got a sell stop generator right now, so I don't have to actually even do it. And once Bitcoin starts to do something else, I'll go back in and reevaluate my position and see what I want to do. And again, I got multiple things up here on this other chart that I'm also watching as well. So as Bitcoin starts to downtrend, I can look at my screen and see all the different coins that I actually been watching for the last few days to say, okay, cool, Bitcoin is making a correction. GRT is too. XLM is correcting again, and FIL is also moving down, and Comp is also moving down as well. So this here is awesome, a great tool on Binance where you can change your charts into 4 charts, or if you got 6 different coins you want to watch, you can also watch the same thing as well. So even with so BTC is up here, and I got BTC is also up here. Actually, it's on all my charts. So that kind of sucks because now I got to go back in and actually change my 6 charts to the coins I'm actually looking at, and I haven't done that yet. But this is pretty much my bread and butter, man. I got Binance on one screen, I got Coinbase Pro up on one screen to where I can make sure I'm managing my sales and and all that good stuff. And then up here I got other coins to where I want to see the comparison with Bitcoin to see where everything is going, because at some point once I open up a margin account, I can actually start shorting stocks as well. So this may be a particular time to where I can say, okay, cool, I'm doing my TA on Bitcoin. Boom, Bitcoin actually just broke a resistance, I'm in support, and it looks like it's trying to retest $43,000. So what I would go in, I would make a calculated, guess and say, cool, I'm going to short GRT by 13%, because Bitcoin may go down 5 or 6%, which ultimately may leave those altcoins at, 12, 13, 14%. So that's what I'm actually learning, and I'm also taking a course right now as well, and I'm learning different things while I do that. And again, the stuff that I learned, I don't share it on these videos. I just share the ways I move my techniques and the way I do it. Because actually the person that I follow, he's a maniac. He's a scalper, and he will scalp the shit out of coins that make $100, $200, $500 in like 3 or 4 minutes. But again, he's working with $50,000, $60,000. I trade with $1,000 pretty much for the most part. But again, so back to GRT. So right now, currently, GRT actually just broke my parallel channel, and now I really want to see if it actually bust through 86,000. I'm sorry, $1.86. I don't know how I get that from 86,000. So if it breaks $1.86, then I really will be focused on my next move. You know. However, if it goes down and retest it, and then decides to go back up, I probably would put an additional $100 or $200 in to actually gain a little bit extra profit on that uptrend. But right now, for the most part, it looked like it's breaking through. We actually got, let's see, a candle, a wick that actually comes down to almost to the support. And by the way, my girl does have an account as well, and I got this thing here colored in purple so it can signify where her stop loss is at. So I know once it hit this amount here, it's going to generate a sell based off on a percent loss on where she bought in at, because I don't want her to walk away tonight losing 13 to 14%. So I got her stop loss set at $1.74. And I think that's about 6% loss for her, considering she did make profit today as well. So while I'm doing that, I'm always multitasking, got a whole bunch of different things up on my chart. And, you know, off camera, this thing here is lit up. And the very next day, I come in, I scratch everything, because what's going on now, it's over here in this area here, so it's not, you know, showing me that stuff. So I always like to start over. The very first thing I do is I work off a 1 hour chart first, you know, find some support, some resistances, and then I actually move to my 5-minute chart as well. My minutes chart. So anywhere between 30 minutes and 5 minutes, that's what I'm working on. I don't too much work with the 1 minute chart unless I'm practicing on scalping. But for the most part, this is what I'm working with right now. And it looks like, actually, I don't want to do that. Shit. It looks like it's going back up a little bit, you know. That red candle is actually turning around. And look, this is a perfect example of actually making sure you draw your trend lines and don't get so gung-ho about selling all the time, because again, I know a lot of people, you know, that don't even trade, but they see something like this and like, oh shit, I gotta sell. You know, and I try to tell people like, look dude, just relax. This here is only 4%. So you're gonna waste fees and all that stuff selling, and you actually bought in at, you know, even below to where this channel even started. You bought it somewhere around here. So don't get so gung-ho about that, because it may be going down to retest another support. So if you can't really recognize the support when you're trading, you don't need to be trading. You know, if you can't recognize that, you know, trends, you don't need to be trading. You know, that's just how it is. If you're not willing to lose money, you don't need to be trading. I'm just keeping it 100. You know, again, January I made great profit. I made about 2K. February, I don't even think I broke even February. I may have lost $100. However, February was the best month I have had trading, because it forced me to fucking sit back, focus, and actually recognize different, you know, things that I need to learn. And again, I'm still learning. Honestly, I literally just learned what shorting trades are a couple days ago. I had it in my head, you know, for months, but I could not find a way for somebody to actually explain it to me, because I couldn't understand how you make money when it's going down. But it makes 100% sense now. But I'm actually going to do a video on that next for us beginners. But again, we're back at GRT. It's literally, put that there. You know, it's crazy. I don't even need that there because I know where her stop loss is at, because I said it myself. But big GRT is actually, you know, it's working this trend line right here. You know, and if it breaks through, again, I'm giving myself about a 2.5% loss, to where I could actually still generate a great profit today. Again, today I'm up probably 24% or so. I'm looking great, and I want to keep that working. Yeah, it looks like it's turning around and go the other way. I got a good feeling it may go up here. And test a previous all-time high, which that's $1.99. If it goes up and touch $1.99, I probably will activate my sell and I'll take my profits for the night. But right now I got a stop loss set. This here, this is definitely going to happen in the next couple hours. Either that or this here. So you got one of these two that are definitely going to happen in the next couple hours. But for the most part, I got everything set. I'm about to go upstairs, take a shower, and relax and probably watch John Wick. But yeah, hey, that's it, man. That's it, man. Hey, if you're watching these videos, hit that like button. If you want me to talk about something, hit that comment section below and let me know what I'm doing. If I say something that sounds stupid, just let me know, man, because I'm always willing to learn and expound on my experience and information on Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. Because again, this here is my new life, man. You know, once I get this shit down packed, who knows? I might start working in the American stock market as well. You know, I might try Forex. But for right now, Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, trading, this is my new shit, man. But hey, y'all have a wonderful night. I am signing out and I'm gonna go shower.